You said that you would never give up. Yet here you are. Doubt has creeped in. You have forgotten why you started. You're questioning why you're even doing this. You've lost, maybe you were doing well for a while. Maybe you were doing well for a while. You've lost your momentum. It got hard and you stopped. What did you expect? Of course it was going to get hard. It was stupid of you to think that it was going to be so easy. You promised yourself at the start that no matter how hard it was, or no matter what happened, that you would not quit. Yet here you are, stagnating, not making any progress. You've become comfortable. You've become complacent. You need to remind yourself of the promise you made. See, progress isn't at the start. You have this goal in mind. You think you've figured it out. You're full of motivation and you start to work on it. You start to get some momentum. And then the momentum fades and you start to hit some roadblocks. You start to face some issues, some problems, some obstacles. The motivation's gone and it's just sheer will at this point. And you've stagnated and you've given up. You've lost sight of the reason why you started. You obviously still know what the goal is, but you've lost sight of why you started. It doesn't seem, you're starting to doubt whether it's worth it, whether the sacrifice is worth it. The progress isn't like this. Progress isn't like this. Progress is like this. And when you go up a little bit, everything's feeling good. Everything's easy, you're motivated, boom. Motivation's dipping, problems are occurring, boom, dips down. Now, if you give up, you're right back down to where you started. When it gets tough, when the doubt starts to kick in, that is when you have to work the hardest. That is when you have to stay focused. Because eventually, if you stay focused, the graph will start to come back up again. You need to sit down and remind yourself of the promise you made and the reasons why you made that promise. You have what it takes. This perpetual cycle of stagnation where you find something new, you think, oh, this is it, I've found it. You start, it's going well, boom, hits a problem, motivation drops, the doubt kicks in, you look at better options, boom, you find a new thing, and it's just like around and around, just this cycle of stagnation. Starting something new, you realize how much work it's going to take, and then the doubt kicks in, motivation drops off, you start looking for something else, and boom. Once you realize that, and you break the pattern, and you never stop, never give up, you don't let the momentum stop, you will make it. But every time you give up, every time you stop, you stagnate, every time you start hyper-focusing on the doubt, your progress is halted. You must stay committed. Never doubt commitment. There's a saying, I'm like paraphrasing this, but it's not the power or the force of the river that cuts through the rock. It's the persistence. It's the commitment. If you persist, you remain committed, you will succeed. But I know right now the doubt's kicking in and it's taking control of you. Stop doubting. Stop worrying about that. Ignore the doubt. You know exactly where you're going and you know exactly what you need to do to get there. There's no reason to doubt. Stay committed. Just get the consistency going. Honestly, just get the consistency going. Cut out the unnecessary distractions and just get consistent. Start consistently putting in the work you need to put in. And everything else is going to come together. Getting caught up on these pointless distractions because they're easier, they're more fun than the work that you know you need to do. It's so easy to just do the thing that's fun when the other option is hard work, tedious work. It's so easy to just go out. Oh, you have work to do, Next thing, your friends asking you to come out. Oh, come drinking. You know the drinking is gonna, the next day, you're not gonna get anything done. You're not gonna get anything done the next day because you're gonna be tired. Your brain's gonna be tired, your body's gonna be tired, your training's gonna be messed up, your work's gonna be messed up. But the other option is sit there in your room and do the work you need to do while your friends are off having fun. It's that versus having fun with your friends. And when you're in the dip of the progress wave, when you're in that dip and you've got doubt and you've got no motivation, when you're given that option, it's so easy to just take it because you're feeling like shit and this makes you happy. But then you do that and then boom, you go like, you lose all your momentum and you feel like even more shit, and now you're back at the start again looking for a new option. You're back at the start again looking for the next golden ticket. Cut out the distractions, focus on the goal, the promise you made yourself, and the reason you made that promise. Commit, stay committed, and there's no doubt that you won't succeed. Just remember that. Remember that when the doubts are kicking in. Come back to this video when the doubt kicks in, when the motivation drops, when you've lost sight of the goal, of the reason. Come back and remind yourself